I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. Look at this Saints defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And Walker has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Second and 2. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Fight, 97. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Saints at 1-6 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Clock, 10. Set.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Powers past him at midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Watch out now. Safety Fury. Hut, hut.
Another run here with Dobbins. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Set, hut.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 39 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there, but guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Drill 52.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to Dobbins on first. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 66 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Now they'll audible to something else. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
A rough play there for the first-year quarterback, and that's a skill he'll pick up as he gains more experience in the NFL. Recognizing situations where he might have to take the sack and finding a way to minimize the lost yardage in those situations. But for now, a big loss is the result of this one.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Myers' kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check White. Ready.
Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
White.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Ready.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the 2nd quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Red, cycle. Blue, go. Black Ultra.
They'll drop to throw.
That's a little.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 13-yard down. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The point after, good by Groupie. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Myers' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes you're...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because Those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here we go. Striker. Ready?
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
97. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Red, yellow. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Shot. 17. Set.
They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Blue strike. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Rig alert.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. So the false start will back them up 5. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Come on, come on. Set. Warrior 70. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Nigga, get the ball.
Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now back to throw.
Motherfucking goodness.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull up. There he goes, left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They'll go again with Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. He'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball with a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
43 rail. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Trying the left side with Walker. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Tap to 60, tap to 60. Crack roll 80. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Here we go, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Saints. J.K. Dobbins, 36 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year, that's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow, zoom. Hey, red. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
On 2nd down, Shipley, and he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's 3rd down at 5. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
10 cycles.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Set, go.
Here's a give to Dobbins. Oh, what a move. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter,